Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the players' renewals. We are also going to be talking about Sergi Roberto and the massive update regarding his future. And then lastly, we are going to be talking about Sergiño Dest and his injury update. It's going to be a very compact video, a very heavy video. It's going to be a rapid fire type of video. So there is so much that we do have to discuss. But before we go into any of that, I do want to speak about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app, it is the best football app that you could find within the App Store. If you do want to find out what's currently going on with your favorite team, your favorite player, if you want to look at what's currently going on in your favorite league, whether it's La Liga, the Premier League, the French League, the German League, any of those leagues, any of those players, any of those teams that you do want to follow, all of that information is going to be compact within the OneFootball app. If you guys do want to download this app, you guys can so by scanning the QR code that you do see here on the screen by using your camera on your phone. But if not, if you do not have a camera and you're using the phone itself, you can also just click the link that will be provided down below on the description box and on the pinned comment. It'll take you straight to the App Store. Then you can download it, set exactly who you do want to follow, and then you'll be set and done from there. It's a very easy process, a fast process. It is for free and you guys will not be disappointed. But now let's get back into the video. So let's talk about the renewals of some players. And it does say here, according to Ruben Uria, Mateo Lemán plans on going all in to achieve the renewals of Dembele, Ronald Araujo, and Gavi. In the offices of Barcelona, they know that the time plays against them and has set June 30th as the deadline to complete the renewals. And so there is further details regarding Ronald Araujo's contract that is coming from Fabrizio Romano, who has stated that Barcelona are working to complete Araujo's contract renewal this week. It's a matter of time before it's announced. And so everything does indicate that yes, Araujo will be renewing with Barcelona. He will be staying here for, like, I do believe for another 3 to 4 to maybe even 5 years. And when it comes to Dembele, right, the stance has completely changed for Barcelona. Like, that stance that they had a couple of months ago, it is completely gone. They have decided that yes, we want Dembele to stay at all costs. And I do not question that type of decision coming from Barcelona, because looking at the type of level Dembele has been playing at, he is extraordinary, right? He is a game changer for Xavi's Barcelona. What really makes Dembele stand out from all of the other wingers that we do have, whether it's Adama Traoré or Ferran Torres or Ansu Fati, is that this player here, he can cut and he can either create for other teammates or he can shoot the ball into the back of the net. He has everything within his disposal. He can also be a player that doesn't also need to like cut in, but he can also just run down the right flank and make a very accurate cross. As a matter of fact, he has been so good when it comes to his crosses and his passes that he has leveled Benzema in terms of the assists, which is a total of 11 assists within this season. And so hopefully we do see a very positive meeting between Dembele's agents and the player himself and the club, which is Barcelona. And hopefully Barcelona makes that extra push. Like, for example, right, let's just say that Barcelona were offering him 6 million euros. Why not offer him an extra 2 or 3 million euros per season? It is going to be worth it because this is a player that truly does care about this club. We can even look at his physical level. He has not been injured not once within this season. Like, mentally, he is stimulated. Mentally, he is there, which means that he wants to take care of his body. He wants to make sure that he is 100% fit in every game. And that is exactly what we have been seeing. We have been seeing Dest get injured, Araujo get injured, Garcia, Piqué, Lenglet, Alba, basically almost every player, even Memphis Depay, Ansu Fati, Pedri, all of these players have encountered injuries, but the one player that did not encounter not a single injury that took him out for about 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 8 weeks, it is Dembele. And so there was a meeting before, like a few days ago, a few weeks ago, where it was a very positive meeting. They did not talk about any contract renewal, but it was just a meeting to talk about where everybody was at, how were they feeling, how was the player doing, and stuff within that nature. But very soon we are going to be seeing a lot of answers whether Dembele is going to be staying with Barcelona, yes or no. And then again, when it comes to Araujo and Gavi, of course, I do have so much confidence that they will be completing the renewal. Gavi is going to be having his renewal negotiations happen in the month of May, which has been pushed back, but I am confident. I do believe and I have faith in Joan Laporta that this deal will get done. You look at how Gavi did perform against Rayo Vallecano. He was one of the standout players, if not the best player on that night. He continues to show why he cares about this team. He continues to show that he does fight for this badge, and we need players like that. Barcelona need to work on retaining players like that do actually want to be here and fight for this badge. But now let's move on towards the next topic of today, and we are going to be speaking about Sergi Roberto and his renewal, because we do have some massive news, my friends. And it does say here, according to Sport, that Sergi Roberto has accepted Barcelona's downward renewal offer and will stay at the club for one more season. And so out of all players, out of Gavi, out of Araujo, out of Dembele, out of all of these players, the first player that has renewed his contract contact with Barcelona has been Sergi Roberto, and I thought that Sergi Roberto was going to be leaving Barcelona in the summer and go to like a team like Manchester City or maybe Atletico Madrid, but no, he is going to be staying for one more season, and Barcelona have offered this player a 50% reduction. And throughout these past 7 months, Sergi Roberto and the agent, like the only thing that they were trying to do is reject the offer, looking to see whether they can get a better offer because they believe that the offer was just too low. But it does seem like the agents are giving in. Maybe they saw that there was no market for Sergi Roberto to move in, or maybe the agent says, I couldn't find any other club that was willing to pay around 9 to 12 million euros per season for my players. So it could be for a multitude of reasons on why Sergi Roberto is continuing with Barcelona in the very last minute. Maybe a huge factor on why he did stay in the end, it was because that extra push, which was coming from Joan Laporta and Xavi Hernandez, did make him decide that he is going to be staying, because Laporta and Xavi do want him to stay. And I always found that surprising, right, that the club is acting in this way, because the way that the club has been moving, they are reinforcing the midfield and the right back position, two positions where Sergi Roberto does play. And that is where my questions do come in, like what role is Sergi Roberto going to be having, whether it's going to be the right back position or the central midfield position. If he plays in the right back position, what choice is he going to be? Is he going to be the second choice, the third choice? If he plays in the central midfield position, what choice is he also going to be? Is it going to be the fourth choice, the fifth choice? Because we have Gavi, Frankie, Pedri, Nico, Pablo Torre, Kessie, and many other more. So there are so many questions revolving this renewal. I just feel like Barcelona are keeping him just for the sake of keeping him, maybe, right? And I don't want to make this seem like this is a bad thing, but I know how Mateu Lamán does work. We have seen how Mateu Lamán likes to work with Barcelona, but maybe, right, we could see potentially, right, I'm not trying to say that this could happen, but maybe there's a 30-40% chance maybe Mateu Lamán is saying, let's renew this player, so later down the road, maybe in August 2022, we can sell this player for a good profit. And we have seen that happen before with someone like Emerson Royal, where they have signed him and then later, after they have brought him in, they sold him to Tottenham for a huge amount. So we could see something like that in a couple of months. But now let's move on towards Sergiño Dest, and we are going to be having some brief updates and very unfortunate updates when it comes to this player. And it does say here, according to Barcelona, they have confirmed that tests carried out for Sergiño Dest that have confirmed that the player has injured a muscle on his right hamstring. And then we also do have Jared Romero stating that Sergiño Dest is expected to be out for about 4 to 6 weeks, which means that his season is most likely over. So it's very similar to what happened with Pedri. It's very sad to see that Dest is going through this because he was really progressing through this season. And besides that game against Rayo Vallecano, now I know why maybe Dest was performing like that. Maybe it's because something was bothering him within the right hamstring, which is why Dest had to be out in the second half. And to be very honest, because of his absence, Xavi is going to have to really readjust his team with this absence of Dest, because that would mean that our only right back options, it is going to be revolving around Dani Alves and Ronald Araujo. And that is not the best case scenario for Xavi Hernandez, because we don't want to take Ronald Araujo out of the center back position, because now that is only going to leave us with 3 choices. We either have Piquet and Garcia as the center backs, or Garcia Lenglet as our center backs, or maybe even Piquet and Lenglet as our center back options. Neither of these makes me as confident as a center back pairing of Gerard Piquet and Ronald Araujo. So it really does suck that Sergiño Dest is going to have to be out, because I do believe that Xavi Hernandez is going to go with Araujo playing as a right back and leaving it like that. I do hope that the club look at this and say, we need to reinforce our right back position, because we can't just rely on someone like Dani Alves when Dest is injured. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.